Every American deserves to have this right now. What am I talking about? I'm talking about free speech. Now, I know that you guys are aware that we saw a lot of suppression these past few years. Heck, we even saw it on platforms like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We saw it from streaming services like Twitch as well. And it really felt like our First Amendment rights were really being stripped of us. However, free speech is also the reason why Elon Musk has a target on his back. You see, Elon Musk has just welcomed Alex Jones back to X.
All right, Elon Musk taking more actions likely to put fear in the hearts of the advertisers crucial for X, formerly Twitter's survival. Bringing back to the platform Alex Jones, the conspiracy theorist who's called the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting a hoax and who was banned from Twitter 5 years ago for what moderators at the time called abusive behavior. The return of Alex Jones coming after he came out on top in a poll. Musk posted his profile. Musk, who says he prioritizes free speech over everything, adding that, quote, "People have spoken and so it shall be." The news that Jones is back on X probably unwelcome for the advertisers that have fled the platform. Disney, IBM, dozens of others over concerns their products might appear alongside controversial or offensive content, including posts from Musk himself. Musk had a pretty simple message when asked about the advertising exodus just a couple weeks ago.
Don't advertise.
You don't want them to advertise?
No.
What do you mean?
If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go yourself.
Now, before I get to what Jones had to say about his words regarding Sandy Hook, I want to ask you guys a question. Do you agree with Elon Musk when he says that free speech should be prioritized over everything? Basically saying that our First Amendment rights should be respected no matter how controversial your take might be. Comment a quick yes or no to answer that. And while you guys are at it, don't forget to hit the like button for the video. And since this is a very touchy subject, something that a lot of platforms try and hide from people, so, doing this would definitely inject a lot of truth serum into the algorithm. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I would totally appreciate and love you guys to join our community. Thank you guys. So getting back to this entire issue with Jones, he's already admitted repeatedly that the atrocities of Sandy Hook happened. And if you asked Elon Musk, saying something controversial on X won't necessarily get you banned, at least not right away. You see, they had like a 2-hour conversation on X where people could actually jump on and ask questions. And the main thing that Elon Musk was pointing out when it comes to these conspiracy theories is that they're going to abide by the law. The law that we have here in the United States, because I know we have laws. So Elon Musk says that if you do something illegal through X, you're probably going to get suspended. They want to avoid banning people. And besides that, they also want to adhere to the Constitution. Man, you would think that something like that would be mandatory for our lives, right? Like we shouldn't be asking what we can or cannot say on these platforms, so long as it's our opinion. Now, I get it. There are probably some people who would take this the opposite way and say that this could open up a can of worms of misinformation. However, I think that there's information out there, even some that are peddled by mainstream media. These are based on opinions as well. And just the reinstatement of Jones got them all in a fit. Just look at this. Conspiracy theorist Alex Jones reinstated on X. Elon Musk encouraging users to follow conspiracy theorist Alex Jones. Elon Musk steers X into deeper controversy with conspiracy theorists. I mean, can they copy and paste this thing any more than they did? All of these mainstream media outlets obviously have a bone to pick with Elon Musk, especially since he's the guy that pretty much brought back free speech.
Well, I think it's very important for there to be an inclusive arena for free speech where all, Twitter has become kind of the de facto town square. It's just really important that people have both the reality and the perception that they are able to speak freely within the bounds of the law. And a good sign as to whether there is free speech is someone you don't like allowed to say something you don't like. And if that is the case, then we have free speech. And it's damn annoying when someone you don't like says something you don't like. That is a sign of a healthy, functioning free speech situation.
Now that reminds me, guys, I think it was, give me a second here. Oh yeah, it was Al Gore that said that social media algorithms are equivalent to digital weapons. Let me just say that, because if I actually said what he said, then this video would get suppressed a lot more. Gore said this at his COP28 event. You know that one, the climate change event? Yeah. He cited that social media could pull people into rabbit holes, probably alluding to conspiracy theories, and suggest that some of these algorithms, much like leaving a like on this video, should be banned. Do you agree with Al Gore there?
If you have social media that is dominated by algorithms that pull people down these rabbit holes that are a bit like pitcher plants, these algorithms, they are the digital equivalent of AR-15s. They ought to be banned. They really ought to be banned. It's an abuse of the public forum. But when people are pulled down these rabbit holes, you know what's at the bottom of the rabbit hole? That's where the echo chamber is. And if you spend too much time in the echo chamber, what's weaponized is another form of AI, not artificial intelligence, artificial insanity. I'm serious. I'm serious. QAnon is just the best known version of artificial insanity. And these devices are the enemies of self-government, and they're the enemies of democracy. We need reforms for both democracy and capitalism. Both sets of reforms are possible.
And here's the thing with conspiracy theories. I know for a fact that there are some wild ones out there, but remember when people started saying that we were being silenced with the C-19 theories that were popping up? Years went by, and then we saw the Twitter files, and lo and behold, the federal government was actually in cahoots with Twitter. Well, the old Twitter, but still, it was Twitter back then. And does anyone still say cahoots nowadays?
I think the most alarming thing that we saw was the regular stream, organized stream of communication between the FBI, the Department of Homeland Security, and the largest tech companies in the country. They had an organized system for flagging content, not occasionally, but in enormous numbers, involving spreadsheets of accounts that ran to the hundreds and thousands. And this was shocking to us, and to the congressman's point, this isn't crazy conspiracy theory. We've already had 4 federal judges rule that they believe this activity violates the First Amendment. This is quite serious. We didn't know whether it was against the law, but we certainly thought it was shocking enough to be in the public interest. And that for me was the most serious.
I'm guessing we're not going to see much of that anymore with X, given that Musk, the guy who bought the platform, said that he's willing to die and even prepared to go to prison if the federal government ever tries to censor X. Now, I know we all have different points of view. We also have different opinions when it comes to Elon Musk, but this is some Tony Stark here. Maybe even some Bruce Wayne stuff that he's doing. I mean, I know he doesn't have a suit of armor or goes out at night trying to fight crime, but him going out of his way to protect our rights, that's something else. And again, I listened to this entire conversation, and one thing was echoed by Jones and even Andrew Tate, because he was on there too. So they kept saying that Musk is now a target of the deep state, meaning that he's probably going to be facing a lot of challenges, especially with X, given that he's revitalized free speech. Now, the talk of deep state and being labeled as one of the quote unquote bad guys when it comes to information or even misinformation is within the realms of conspiracy theory talk, right? But I want to ask you guys, do you think that this is based on nothing but theories, or should Elon Musk take care just a bit more after doing all of this on his platform? Make sure you guys let me know what you think in the comments. And before I go, I just want to thank you guys for keeping an open mind, keep safe. Thank you for subscribing, and I'll see you on the next one.